blue though either. So.
Wake up, Wilmington. We're here. We're alive. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah, just barely.
I'm going to use 3, Rick.
All right, I got them all.
I'm just glad you're not number 2.
Not yet.
Becky Osborne, Jackson Daniel, Matt Bema, Michelle Tebow. How you guys doing? Those are the ones I'm seeing. There's more than that that's on there.
You're out there.
Jerry Keplinger, he'll only watch my show about 10 times today. And I'll just see there's the first one.
Yeah.
Let's see how quick it comes back.
That time I had to go back out and come back in because I wasn't getting anything.
You had to go in through the outdoor?
Yeah.
Or out through the indoor?
Yeah.
We're here. It is, what is the day? Wednesday.
Did you hear that?
We're getting an In-N-Out burger? Is that like an In-N-Out belly button?
That's where most of the birds, that's how it works, isn't it? Goes in, goes out.
They're building it in New Albany.
New Albany, up John Glenn, home of John Glenn, New Concord, up in that area. All right, Matt Beamer.
We'll stay here for a minute.
Let's see. It is 8:03 and it's 28 degrees, and that is our minimum temperature today. And it's supposed to get up to a whopping 51. Hey, Vicki Kendall, how you doing? We had some late cancellations on guests. So you just get stuck with the 3 amigos today.
Unless someone wants to volunteer and come in and be on the show.
Yeah, unless anybody wants to come in and be on. We're wide open. Well, like I said, we had 2 guests lined up, and they both canned out on us at the last second. So let me look. Do we have somebody tomorrow? We had someone tomorrow, but they canned out.
Rachel's here. We tried to get her to come
Rachel's
over again.
here.
You do
But-
have someone tomorrow that's not coming in?
Well, Bill Lehrman. You say he's coming Friday.
He's on Friday.
Well, we should have Uncle Punky tomorrow, and we should have Travis tomorrow. And then Friday, we've got Seth Caldwell coming in. Next Monday, we have Alan LeDuc coming in. Next Wednesday, we have Karen Anderson coming in from the New Life Center. And we got more than that coming, but that's the ones here in the immediate future. So if you want to be on, we'd love to have you.
Robo Pizza's watching.
Robo, we need some more. I need some garlic cheese pizza. Robo, I need some garlic cheese pizza.
Michelle, where is the Easter egg hunt?
There's one out the Elks. I'm glad you asked. There's one out the Elks this Saturday.
This one's the 19th.
Well, there's one, I think, out the Elks this Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We got some stuff. I got a little bit of news here for you. Not a whole lot of news today. Just wasn't a whole lot cooking out there. One of the big things is tariffs. And, our economy, it's going through the wash a little bit on what's happening with... Well, let's see. I thought I had this on here. Maybe I don't. Thought I had a screenshot. I thought I screenshotted something, but I had all these other economies that are really losing worldwide, and because of the tariffs, and that's why they're all wanting to come and make a deal, because they don't want to get left behind, so to speak.
Clarksville, UMC.
Oh, Clarksville United Methodist Church has a, well, I guess I'm not going to pull that up. I thought I'd screenshot it, but I don't see it now. Let's see. 7-2 vote. Supreme Court is allowing Trump to fire all the temporary workers. They've took things now 3 times the Supreme Court at least, and he's won all of them. So, folks, get over it. I don't know much about this. I'm just going to mention it because it didn't really say a whole lot about it in the article either. But what have you guys heard about this? Fake job candidates.
Fake?
Fake. They say 1 out of 4 job candidates by the year 2028 will be fake.
Yeah.
All AI.
Well, I've heard that, and
Well, North Korean spies are a lot of them.
yeah, well, that kind of goes along with a lot of the job postings that companies have are fake because it makes them look good.
I've heard that
Yeah.
too. I don't understand it. What makes it, who cares? I don't know. Meta is blocking teens under 16 from live streamings, which kind of makes sense. But I don't know how they can do that because most people, when they get on Facebook or Instagram,
How do you know how old they are?
they lie. Well, you're supposed to give your
Can
age.
you be 16 and even have a Facebook
Back
account?
in the day,
Yeah.
we could.
What's the minimum age?
I think it's 13 or 14, yeah.
If it's 13, then they apparently do have the ages.
But they lie.
Yeah.
The kids lie. I mean, oh yeah, I'm 21. you know,
Yeah.
that's all they do. So that's kind of a farce. China, in their new fight against tariffs, could ban Hollywood movies. Do.
Well, I heard just a little thing, and I don't know what it was.
Do.
Snow White too.
Yeah. But I heard that there was somebody from China, and they made the comment, don't forget that we're allowing American companies to operate in China, and like a threat of
There's actually 3. Rick will be over here. My wife's here. We had 2 guests cancel on us at the last minute. I mean, what you do, Travis O'Connor. When they cancel at the last minute, we're just kind of hung out to dry. That's all right. You get us. Who knows what rabbit holes will go down today. So it'll be fun.
Is that a threat?
That's not necessarily a threat. It just kind of happens, It
the more
just
bored we
kind of
get, the worse
happens.
it gets. You do realize that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
absolutely true.
I'm going to look up something here real quick.
Welcome to the table after the first break.
You'll come to the table after the first break. Okay, that sounds
Talk
good.
tariffs.
We'll talk terror or tariffs
Tariffs.
or both. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling here. Hang on. I was going to go to events taking place in our community because we have several taking place this week. Now let's see if it'll pop up for me. Here we go. Tin Cap Hard Cider, Saturday, April 12th. Adult Easter egg hunt. I wonder what's in them there eggs. 83 interested, 3 going. Today, spring paint party at Tin Cap. 6:30.
A paint party?
Y'all. Easter extravaganza.
What are they painting?
I don't know.
Pictures, I believe.
Probably something with the Easter bunny. It's funny about that too. You'll know why later. Easter extravaganza. This is going to be out on 100R Gordon Drive. Ice cream sundae bar, egg hunt, photos with the Easter bunny, and that is April
Sister Looney's Church?
April 13th at 11 a.m. Gold Star fundraiser. Join us. Gold Star Wilmington, April 9th from 5 to 9 for the Gold Star fundraiser for the East Clinton High School band.
Well, that's today, isn't it?
Yes, sir, Bob. Ladies' Day Out, Spring into Style, Saturday, August 12th.
Going shopping?
57 West Main Street, Wilmington, Ohio. That's like across the street over here.
Street.
Yeah.
Strength and Dignity Boutique? Is
Yeah, I think so. This Saturday, 11 a.m. Be there or be square. Ohio Country Antique Show is at the Roberts Center this Saturday, April 12th. Don't forget, my buddy Ryan Briggs has got his ball card show. Also,
I like that. Oh, yeah.
Look into AI guests. You could make anybody.
Hey, we could.
That is a possibility.
You know what?
Not far from the truth.
That's not far from the truth. So actually, that's April 10th through the 12th, the Southern Ohio Regional, I guess, Antique Show. Tin Cap Trivia Night tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Connect for His Kingdom. That's at 100R Gordon Drive. Tin Cap, he's got this thing loaded. Open mic and karaoke Wednesday nights. I call it Scarioke. This Saturday, Rick George is live at Tin Cap. He ought to pay us to do this. Oahu. Oh ha, no, oh ha ha. Oh ha ha. Oh ha ha. Ha, oh ha 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 ha. Oh ha ha. Spring show. It's at the World Equestrian Center this weekend. Friday, April 11th through. Oh ha ha. Oh ha ha. Oh ha ha. Leonard Scholler, this is Jerry. Jerry is thinking about coming up there Friday morning if you're ready for him. So you gotta let me know. Right here, by golly, Friday, April 11th, we're having the film Cruella de Vil.
I knew I saw that.
No, it says Friday. You haven't seen it yet.
No, well, I've seen it, but I told that to Rick Morton, and Rick says, huh?
Yeah, and Rick's usually right on top
he's
of it.
usually right on that stuff.
The Wonder Bread Years is here Saturday night, $35 a ticket. This guy, I guess, is a writer for Seinfeld and some other places. But we can see him free Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, he's going to be out at the Aging Up Center after lunch and give us a little sneak peek of his show. Plus, Steve said he's going to give us some tickets to give away, but that hasn't happened yet. All right, let's see, Glow Party. Popcorn and water available for purchase. All children must be accompanied by an adult, April 11th. And that's at Holmes Elementary. I keep hearing something. Mammal Mania. That is this Friday at 1 o'clock on Osborne Road in Wilmington, Ohio. I'm not sure what it is, but that's what it is. This Saturday, Green Up Day, Osborne Road. Is this out Lake Cowan, maybe? Is Osborne Road Lake Cowan?
Out in that area.
Nature Photography this Friday at 10 a.m. Why are they doing all this on Fridays when kids are in school? Cat and Fast Cat, Wilmington, Ohio, Holiday Inn Roberts Center, Saturday, April 12th through the 16th. Interesting. West Coast Swing and Salsa Dancing this Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Ralph's All-American Grill. There we go. Easter Egg Hunt for Children, April 19th at 12:30. The Easter Bunny Cookies and Punch and goodie bags at the Clarksville United Methodist Church. All right, and with that, we'll take a break. And I'm going to look up, try to find that tariff picture I saw earlier. And we'll be back in just a minute.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
City officials forcing a local beloved mascot to step down.
Why poor timing and inappropriate behavior doomed a pantless Wilson the Weasel following his drunken performance at the late Judge Garrett's funeral.
There was nothing routine about this routine.
A story we are dedicated to getting to the bottom of.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. These made-up stories and the latest real news from the Murphy Theater are what you've come to expect from us
on the Murphy Report, with a new report posted every Monday morning on our Murphy Theater website and our Murphy Theater YouTube channel.
Full minute-to-minute coverage all 21 hours a day.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
Amanda, I have to say Vanessa and Breck are just about the two finest anchors in the business.
For once, you're absolutely right, Steve.
I think the Titanic could have learned a thing or two from these two giants in their field.
What am I missing here?
Anchors.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Cause I think I make it thump and bump when I move it around.
We're back, and Jerry's making a thump and bump, folks.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited.
Mics are picking up off the
I think that he's right. I think Jerry's got shaky hands or something.
do.
You know, there's a great song by The Who called Mary Ann
Oh,
with
no,
the
here we
shaky
go.
hands.
Yeah, we know that. That's why you always called Mary Ann.
Yeah, Mary Ann with the shaky hands. So what she could do to a man with those shaky hands. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Well, I'm not finding my deal here. We had a little Family Feud type question on my place where I get the news, and so let's play that real quick. Where are the 5 places you have cried? What are the top 5 places people cry?
Church.
Right here playing games.
Church, no. Playing games, no.
What?
Church, no. Playing
Really?
games, no.
Where you've
Funeral, there you go. That's number 2.
Probably the,
well, then it would be.
I don't know, Franklin County courts
No.
with my last divorce. I don't know. Actually,
I was trying to think where.
I didn't cry one tear.
Cried all the way to the bank. All right. So,
Yeah.
don't let him fool you, folks. Funerals, that's one. We got 4 left.
I'm shrewd like Donald Trump.
Huh? Weddings, no. Probably not.
Really?
No.
Come on, Rachel, you're supposed to be helping us out here.
I get it from my source, baby.
Yeah.
Your source is having trouble this morning.
No, that's right
his
on.
source, yeah.
So a funeral
You know
could
where he
be
pulled,
in a
you know where he
church.
pulled it out of.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'm not even going to touch it.
Okay.
Well, I hope not.
Not at a wedding. Not. Wow.
Where are the 5 places?
Places.
What are we talking about here? What
Where
was the
have we
question?
cried?
Where we've
Where
cried?
we've cried. Yeah.
Well, I watch
My
those.
accountant's office
I
is
watch
not on there
I watch
either.
those rom-coms on Netflix and cry all the time.
There you go. That's one. Movies. The movie theater. There you go. That's one. That's one. Movie
I'm so
theater.
sensitive. I'm a soy boy.
So we got 3 more.
I'll put mine in my. As Trevor says, we don't have no holders.
3 more.
That's better.
3 more.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Oh, Sarah says, look at those 3 old men.
Thanks, Sarah.
And Jeffrey User says,
It's several.
Hey, Jeff, come in.
circumcisions.
I'm the only one. That,
Is he saying that you cried at a circumcision?
Oh, maybe well, you would. You would cry there, but you wouldn't know it.
It would depend on the anesthesia.
Yeah, but that's right. You would cry there.
Oh gosh.
What else?
Hospital.
Hospital. You know, that makes sense,
Vicky
but
Kendall says, cry in my pillow.
nope.
Kevin Martin says, watching college basketball.
Birth of a baby. I thought that.
And Michelle Tebow says, work.
Dang, that was loud.
What was that?
That was my Instagram. Oh, wait a minute. I got to disconnect from. No, I'm
We got funeral, movie theater. What else? 3 more.
turn off my Bluetooth.
Watching college basketball. That's true. Jeff Schuessler, get your butt in here.
In a comedy show.
Tattoo parlor. That's a good guess, but no.
I've laughed.
Comedy show.
I thought-
that'd be-
I've laughed so hard at it. Good at.
I thought tattoos didn't hurt.
well, some people, it probably do.
All right.
That's subjective.
Okay. Birth of a
You're
baby.
missing.
Birth of a baby, I would definitely say that would be one.
It's not. This is like a Family Feud. They did the top 100
Well,
votes.
they had some weird families.
They had the top 100 votes. When I served, the men would cry in the walk-in cooler.
Okay. You would cry. They would cry.
When I
you got to
served,
clarify.
the men would cry in the walk-in cooler.
The only thing.
hell is that?
When
What
I
was she serving?
when I had Samuel Walker's, I had 2 employees in the walk-in cooler I caught, and they weren't crying.
In the bathroom.
Well, they were in the bathroom. They were in the bathroom too.
Well, in the
boys' bathroom.
They
bathroom,
were busy.
let me give you a little
not
hint.
the same ones.
And the
I
bathroom
had 80 employees.
is part of a larger structure.
Your house?
Your house, yeah, that makes sense.
Cry in your house.
Yeah, you get a lot of bad news, you're at home. What's that? Car, yes.
Jeff
House,
says prostate exam.
house, car, funeral, movie theater, and you're leaving chopping onions. That's a good one. There's one more.
Chopping onions.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Great American Ballpark.
That's true. Yep.
In a graveyard.
Great. Yeah, it should be on there, but it's not. One more.
Wow.
And this is true.
This was a
I've
family
seen
feud.
a lot of this in this place. I've seen a lot of crying.
In a bar?
No, I'm not in bars that much, but there is crying in bars.
You're in a bar every day.
Well, in here, yeah.
You hang out at the bar more as much as I do.
That's
right.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
What does that say about our moral
I don't know.
But I drink coffee.
in a bar?
That's like I ordered 3 coffees today, and I said I was
Kevin
having
Martin
drink.
says court.
Court is a wonderful guest.
Michelle Tebow says
But
church.
It didn't make it. You guys are missing one big one. And you all been there before.
Maybe you should give us a hint.
You've all been there before.
That's not a hint. We've been everywhere.
That's a song, isn't it? I've
Yes.
been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. Oh, we're gonna have the chorus.
It went from 21 to 3. I'm just watching up there.
No.
No.
That's not true. We're down to 20.
Where do you think maybe
Back
was
to
one of the
21.
first places you cried? Not the hospital.
I don't know.
Oh, we have the right answer.
wedding?
My wife carried you guys. Is your back okay?
My grandma.
Her back's got to be hurting. She said it right. She said the right answer.
What'd she say?
School.
School?
Oh.
School. You've seen a lot of people
Sarah
crying.
Fife says for the
yeah.
doctor.
School.
Yeah.
Veterinarian. Those are all those are good guesses. This
Yeah.
is just the top 5 by this list. So don't take it here nor
Yeah, you
there.
might.
Sarah, you should have come in.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. We'd love to have Sarah come in. Love to
Oh,
have
no,
Sarah
she'd
come
have to do her hair and get her makeup done, put on.
Why?
Well, why not? She's going to be in front of our incredible audience that expects only the highest. Look at it. Look at these guys.
Look at
Now,
us.
now we know
The
what Rick
highest
goes
level
through in the
of
mornings.
excellence.
Yeah.
What I do in the morning?
Yeah, I got to do your hair and your makeup.
Do you
I
do
got
your
up-
hair?
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. I don't know what's wrong. Normally I get up at 5, and I'm here at 6:15. But I got up at 4 this morning. I thought I can't go back. Once I get up, I can't go back to bed.
They asked Frank Kona about the hitting problem with the Reds. He said we were going to have a human sacrifice, but nobody volunteered. Jacob Metz, prayers going out to Jacob Metz. He's younger than me, and he had triple bypass this last week, but he's getting along good. He's
That's
doing
good.
all right.
That's good.
But that's some scary stuff. Did you hear that our second assassin for Trump wanted to get a rocket launcher?
First
Did you
date.
see that?
Well, he tried.
Tried to get a rocket
Was
launcher
unsuccessful.
from Ukraine.
And actually, I think he's the same guy that had planned this whole thing, because this occurred in September, I believe, but he was planning as early as July if he could have gotten the rocket launcher.
That's some scary stuff.
First date, yeah, I remember that. That's
Tax office.
her seeing eye dog bit me.
Say what?
He's crying on the first date. Yeah, I remember that. Her seeing eye dog bit me.
Oh, jeez.
Get rid of this sucker.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
It's because you're old. Old people get up
Trump
early.
plants a
Get to
new
bed early.
descendant sapling of the historic Jackson Magnolia. The White House remains committed
I'm assuming that
to the
was
stewardship and
directed directly at me.
preservationship
What's that?
of this
a shot
historic
over my
grounds.
bow
I
here.
think it
What's
was.
that?
She says it's because you're old. Old people get up early and go to bed early.
Oh, gosh.
Sarah said she graduated with Jacob. I'm glad he's on the mend.
Yeah, Jake. Jake's a great guy. I hate that. Reds did win last night, 1-0.
So what is the record?
I'm not sure. I can look it up.
Kevin
if you
Martin,
really
what's
wanna
the
know.
Reds record? I don't really care, but dogs
Michelle
are a
Tebow,
good
don't
judge
forget
of
judge of
character.
That's what I meant, Michelle. Yeah. What are you?
All right, citizens of the rest of Clinton County. I don't see anything here. Talk about Mayor Haley. I tell you what, they're just keep bringing this Casey Pitzer thing up all the time.
Oh, well, they're not going to let it go.
You know. Yeah, I really don't know enough about it to speak about it. So
Well,
I just know I just keep saying it.
Sarah, who is online watching us, and we've gone over the. We had. It was a pretty big book, wasn't it, Sarah? With all the autopsy photos and all the information as far as that they had that was available, and I would have to say, in my personal opinion, she was murdered. From everything I've seen, that's my personal opinion. She did not die of natural causes. Let's put it that way.
Now, one of our guests that was going to be here today was going to push this, so I will pump it real quick. Please come out Monday evening at 6 o'clock and try a bowl of chili for $5 from one of our great chefs. The money will go to help fund our scholarships for high school seniors in our county. Have any questions about the bond issue that will be on the May ballot? I'm sure those questions can be answered as well.
Kevin Martin.
Please get involved in our local community and come out and support the youth. Thank you.
I was not talking about the historical record of 10,882 wins and 10,714
Hey, at
losses.
least they're still above 500.
Well, yeah, they are historically, I guess you could say.
6 o'clock, 7:30, April 14th is the Chili Cook-Off, Republican women. $5. Judge Matthew R. Byrne will be there. I've been trying to get him on our show too, so he'll come.
Was this talked about yesterday on the
We
show?
mentioned it, just a quick mention with the young
was
lady.
this Molly?
Because she's the vice president of this organization. Yeah, the chefs that will be there. We have more information now. The chefs that will be there are Bev Mayo.
No, wait, are they chefs or are they just cooks?
It says chefs.
Don't you think that's artificially elevating? How can you be a chef or
artificial in something?
or chili? Well, that too. But
Our chefs are Bev Mayo, Jim Rankin, Diane Robbins, Kelly Tolliver. He won't show up, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Dwayne.
you lost him on the show anymore in the future.
I say, ain't come today. We'll give him crap. D.D. Breckel, Sheriff Doug Estes. Good
morning, Joe.
Jamie Knowles and Bob Osborne. All proceeds donated to Clinton County High School Student Scholarships. So you pay, you try out the chili, and you pay $5 and put it into one. Chili Chefs, I think that's your daughter, isn't it? Diane Ronimus, are you going to, hey, if you want to give me $5, I'll put it in her till, Neil Ronimus.
Can we say that on television?
Well, yeah.
Putting it in her till?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that buying a vote?
Yeah, I mean, buying the vote. Why not? All right, what else we got happening here? Darren Knight. He's going to be on tour here locally with the Southern Mama and the Red Squirrel, Gary Cargill and DJ Slim McGraw. Get your ticket for How's Your Mama and them tour.
Judge Matthew would be a great guest, says Matt Beamer.
Yeah, he would be. Well, I've talked to him 2 or 3 times.
Have you been in front of him, Matt?
He's going to come in eventually. Let's see. I don't know when he's coming in, but he is coming in.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. This is a good question for people out there. If the bill is $230 at a restaurant, how much are y'all tipping?
$2.
$2? I mean,
If Sarah Fife is my server.
the only thing bothers me about questions like these, it leaves it up to you whether the service is good or bad.
Right.
Well, shouldn't it?
Well, but they don't tell you. If it's outstanding service, I might tip up to 25%.
Well, you should.
If it's great service, I might tip 20%.
Well,
If it's average service, I'll do 15%.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to work for that tip too.
I usually left a tip
I usually
indicative
leave 20.
of what I thought their age was.
69 cents for everybody. Is that right? 69 cents for everybody?
Well, it was most of them.
Okay, let's see. You guys want to play another game?
No.
Ohio State top 10
I'm scared.
receivers.
I'm scared now of a game.
Top 10 wide receivers of all time. You want to say a couple?
A couple?
Say a couple of them.
Couple of them.
Couple of the receivers.
Oh. Gotta be clear on this.
Anybody
Charlie.
want to guess? I'll give you a couple minutes here.
Okay, wait a minute. I got to read what Sarah's saying here.
Wide receiver university. Who are the top 10 wide outs from Ohio State?
Well, if I would not be tipping above the excellence service, you would not be my favorite person to serve.
Oh, but you got to do the job.
Well,
You got to do the job. That's the thing.
well, Sarah,
You do the job, I'm going to give you
us
25%.
Hey, Roger Thompson, you're watching.
Roger, all right.
Hey, Roger, long time no see. Sarah, who is of all time your favorite person as far as serving?
Probably Jerry. Dad, he's got to give the biggest tips.
I don't know whether Sarah's never been a server anywhere I've ever.
No, she probably would have dropped it in your lap.
No.
Have some hot coffee in the gonads.
Steve Largent. Was he Ohio State?
I eat fast food so
Yes.
much. That's why.
Yeah, but he says Jeff Stevens has Steve Largest on there.
Steve Largest is not on the list. I'll give you a hint. The top one is MHJ. Starvin.
Is he a current? Oh,
Starvin.
James
Starvin.
Marvin
Harrison
Harrison.
Jr. There you go. David.
See, that J is misleading.
David in the Northeast. David in the Northeast. David Boston. Try to help you guys out.
Sports stuff.
Why don't we
you know
just
me.
move
I'm
on?
not-
What's the next thing on the list? We're going to watch paint dry?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make it. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You know, when people cancel on you, and
Is this called Phil?
I was
Phil?
looking for. I was looking.
Hey, Jerry,
What?
do you have the news for today?
You mean the day in history?
The day in history?
He probably forgot it.
Oh, today in history?
You have that?
I probably do.
He probably does.
There you go.
That'd be a lot better than watching paint dry.
Oh. Let's see here. This is April 9th, isn't it?
He says spell check's what messed him up
Oh,
with largest.
that's probably true.
Oh.
I hate spell check.
I do too.
And it's hard to get it to turn off. It won't. It's like it keeps coming back on.
To haunt you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jerry,
This day in
what
history.
happened today? This is April the 9th, right?
Yes, it is.
All right.
All day long.
We
Yeah.
got the right date.
Even if it rains again. In 1682, Robert LaSalle claimed the lower Mississippi River and all the lands that touched it for France.
For France, that's
Yeah.
why New Orleans is
Yeah.
French, the French Quarter.
Let's see here. I get through this. In 1865, at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia, General Robert E. Lee surrendered his Confederate Army to the Union General Ulysses S. Grant in the parlor of Wilmer McLean's home.
This was today in history.
Yes.
And
And Grant allowed the rebel officers to keep their sidearms and permitted soldiers to keep their horses and mules.
oh, that was nice of
There
him.
were still Confederate armies in the field of
They were
war.
probably married to some of them.
Yeah. But you know what was, and I've heard this before, and it's not really true, but have you ever heard that the war started in McLean's backyard and ended in his parlor?
No.
Yeah. I've heard it time and time again. And it's not actually true because it was close to their home, but it wasn't that on their property, I guess. But
That it started.
yeah, that the war started. In 1866, Civil Rights Bill passed over U.S. President Andrew Johnson's veto. In 1867, U.S. Senate ratified the treaty with Russians to purchase the territory of Alaska by one vote.
Seward's Folly.
Seward's Folly. In 1872, S.R. Percy received a patent for dried milk.
So
Dried
it's
milk.
Randy's birthday when? Today?
Randy who?
Is that what you're saying, Sarah?
Randy who? Randy who?
She just said Randy.
It was over dirty laundry. There you go.
That was the fight? Was over dirty
That's
laundry?
what it says.
What?
I'm just reading what it says.
I saw it too. In 1959, NASA
I think
announced.
all our people out there, some of them are probably imbibing very early this morning.
In 1959, NASA announced the selection of the first 7 astronauts. And no, Rick, I do not have their names.
Edith Cunningham is watching. Good morning, Edith.
All right. All right.
Welcome to Wake Up Wilmington.
In 1965, Houston Astrodome held its first baseball game. In 1967,
Have you ever been to the Astrodome?
no,
No.
It's pretty big.
the first Boeing
Is it still there? Or they tear it
737.
down?
No, it's still there.
Still there. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right. I'm used to it.
I know.
In 1967, the first Boeing 737 was rolled out for use. Some of them are still flying, probably.
Oh, that's
The way things are
scary.
going.
That is scary, isn't it?
Yeah. In 1968, murdered civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. was buried.
Today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought that was who it was. Randy is Sarah's stepdad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
And it's his birthday. So
He's a good guy.
Happy birthday, Randy.
Happy birthday, Randy. There
Yeah,
we
happy
go.
birthday, Randy.
What's his last name?
Lauderback.
Randy Louderback. All right. All right. We'll get to some birthdays here in a minute.
In
Oh, will
1983, the Space Shuttle Challenger
Blew up,
concluded its first flight.
falling into the Atlantic Ocean in pieces.
And in 1998, the National Prisoner of War Museum opened in Andersonville, Georgia, the site of the infamous Civil War camp. And that's it.
I think it's time to take a break.
That was a POW camp.
Yeah, it was a, yeah.
So should we take a break?
I think we take a break. We're a little bit late for it.
Well, we
And I want to
were
look
10
up.
minutes late.
I'm going to look up this issue too because that might be a good topic for us.
Issue 2 here in Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And this is spring. This is our. When do they do that? The vote that takes place in May. May.
Maybe we'll find out
All
here in
right.
just a
Well,
minute.
we'll find all that information out. We'll be right back after this short break.
It's an effort to warn wild weather worrywarts, a new initiative coming before Congress to force thunder to roll before lightning strikes.
A shocking proposition that is sure to spark some debate, with a 70% chance of failure sweeping in overnight from the Dakotas.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Stories we make up just for you, and the latest on what's coming to the Murphy Theater, Ohio's hometown theater, every Monday morning on The Murphy Report.
Find us on the Murphy Theater website and on our own YouTube's channel.
You know, Steve, I was once struck by lightning.
Oh, really? Any after effects?
Yeah, every time I sneeze, my garage door opens.
I had something similar happen to me. Every time I bend over to tie my shoes, I rip my pants.
Oh, from a lightning strike?
Yes.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Forget the clown princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
Bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made up stories just like these.
As well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Don't let it down. We're back. We're nationwide.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, what is Ohio Issue 2 on the May ballot? Voters could extend, so it's something we already have, $2.5 billion public works program. $2.5 billion
what?
public
I thought he said
works program.
Pubic.
No, I said public.
You sure?
Ohio Issue 2 would extend a program that pays for roads, bridges, and other public works
So this
projects.
is infrastructure.
And increase the spending cap. Key
Mayor?
points. Ohio Issue 2 seeks to renew and increase the state spending cap for public works projects. The issue would allow Ohio to issue up to $2.5 billion in bonds over the next decade for infrastructure improvements. Supporters argue the measure won't raise taxes, while opponents call it a stealth bond issue.
Is it a renewal?
Yeah, it's already been happening. Ohioans will vote on issue 2 in May.
So
adding,
the question is, if we are renewing it, are they changing what this next round?
that it could go up instead of the 200s going up 2.5.
And the state of Ohio has been cutting. They're cutting funding for libraries in Ohio. They're cutting funding for schools. So what are they doing with this money that they're cutting?
Well, the school funding, I don't know that they're cutting it. They're just reallocating it.
Reallocating it where?
To more to homeschool, more to school choice.
All right. Well, I mean,
I think that's what's happening there.
Yeah. Well,
That's why Bill's in such an uproar.
But
because
the truth is that more people are homeschooling, more kids are staying home or going to private schools, and so it makes sense that if you've got finite resources, you have to allocate them where they make them, and you can't just keep pouring money into public school, especially at the rate that these schools are not educating people. And that's the problem.
Save that for Bill on Friday.
Yeah.
Here's some of the stuff that's coming up. Adding a 100-foot plus retaining wall along Gosling Road, Hamilton, Ohio. Expanding Hamilton Road to Morse Road in Franklin County.
This is state money that we're voting for.
Addressing flooding and poor drainage in Summit County's Twinburg Township. They need to do that in
We ever
Sabina.
get any flooding? Is there flooding around Ohio?
Yes, there was. Oh my God! These projects and more than 18,000 others were paid with the State Capital Improvement Program. The voter-approved program allows Ohio to use its general revenues as debt support to issue general obligation bonds. Ohioans first voted for the program as a lawmaker-backed constitutional amendment in 1987, and have since renewed it 3 times now.
But it's a constitutional amendment.
Yeah, Ohioans must decide in May
How do
whether
you renew constitutional amendments?
Well, you probably don't. You renew the funding for it. Now, Ohioans must decide in May whether to extend the program and increase the spending cap. What is Ohio Issue 2? Issue 2 will allow Ohio to issue general obligation bonds, which we already said that, up to $250 million. State lawmakers put the joint resolution before voters by passing House Joint Resolution 8 with bipartisan support last year. Only 5 legislators, all Republican, voted against the proposal. A vote for issue 2 would extend the program that pays for roads, bridges, and other public works projects. So
what do you think? You think that as you traverse the state of Ohio, that our roads have been kept up well, or that they're being repaired properly, or what do you think? I mean, other than that fiasco in the McDonald's parking lot, of course.
some just seemed like they never end.
Yeah.
It's like the project that never ends, like up around Columbus, the Grove City area.
Well, now, in all honesty, what I would say is this.
forever.
I know for years in driving to Columbus that it seemed like they were improving roads and bridges and all that all over the state, but Columbus was looking pretty bad. And so in the last decade, they've been doing a lot of work in Columbus, and Columbus is looking much better as far as the roads that are up there, the bridges. They're replacing all the bridges, doing a lot of work along Interstate 71 and that through Columbus. I think it's helped immensely. And when I lived in Columbus and still had the station and the studio in Jeffersonville, I was driving back and forth every day. So we're still getting a lot of construction on Interstate 71, and it's moving its way down the interstate. So I think that we're gonna have to deal with some probably problems with backups on Interstate 71, trying to get out of the Wilmington area if we want to go north or south here this summer, because I think a lot of that stuff's going to end up going on here in our area, where most of the road construction has been just north of us. It'll all move further south as they. But the roads, I think for the most part, I'm fairly satisfied with Ohio's roads.
Sarah doesn't agree with you.
Yeah, you mean as far as the roads?
Yeah.
Well, Sarah, you live in whatever. You live out
BFE.
in the sticks, full of potholes.
If they put in more roundabouts, everyone will lose their minds.
I know that's.
I'm
funny.
not a big roundabout fan.
I love
either.
roundabouts. And of course, I was in Columbus.
Of course you would.
For a while. Well, first of all, they save energy because traffic doesn't stop. It continues. It's a continuation.
Especially if you get straight through it.
Yeah, well, that happens too. But, it's just that obviously it confuses, people of low IQ. They don't know how to go around the circle. And so they end up, they can't figure it out. But I don't understand why there's roundabouts like in Hillsboro.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
I love that roundabout, guys. I'm sorry.
I guess you could down there. That's a practice roundabout, Charlie. Go down there and
everyone
drive
can do
around
that.
in circles there. But you can't go anywhere in Columbus without going through dozens of They've got them everywhere in Columbus.
I'll tell you what, up in Milwaukee and the Wisconsin area, that's all they have is freaking roundabouts.
Well, I think that. Well, I would say if you look at the more progressive, and I use that term loosely because that doesn't mean they're always progressive, but the more progressive areas of the country,
if you're a Democrat, you like roundabouts.
have put in roundabouts. But I'll tell you what, I saw this latest design. It's not a roundabout, but it's a design for never having to stop. And it controls all the traffic. I'll have to see if I can find a picture of that and pull it up. But
is that kind of like a dartboard on the floor with a putter and a golf ball?
Sort of.
These Texas turnarounds and these turnarounds sometimes are a challenge.
Well, I mean, in Texas,
I like the round. I don't have a problem with roundabouts.
In Texas, you have what they call service roads, which runs parallel to most state routes. But you're not, you get off those, and most of the businesses are located along those service roads. So you'll get off at an exit, and then you'll go up the service road to wherever business you want to, patronize or whatever.
All you commies liking the roundabouts. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sweetman likes roundabouts. Sarah Fife, I like roundabouts.
Sarah, where are they putting that roundabout? I heard something about Hillsboro that was putting another one in.
They're supposed to put
Where's
a second one in somewhere.
Yeah, that's what Sarah.
I think they're going to put it right downtown, High Street and whatever. Put a roundabout right there.
You need to put a big one right in the center of town.
But I mean, if you're driving anywhere in Columbus, especially like if you're up in Kevin Martin's area, Dublin, and that, There's a roundabout at every corner. They literally.
That was funny. There's a roundabout at every corner.
Yeah.
That's an oxymoron.
The great thing about roundabouts, like I said, is you don't stop.
Well,
so you're not coming to a.
Just keep going around.
but that's the biggest problem with roundabouts is the people that don't know how to use them.
Right.
They think you got to come up and stop and wait for all the traffic.
No, you don't.
You blend in.
Stop because then you're going to get rear-ended. Michelle Thibault, she said anyway. She only traveled on the service roads when she was in Dallas. Well, Dallas, Michelle. It's State Route 75. It's not Interstate 75. State Route 75 runs through the center, the heart of Dallas, and there are service roads on both sides of 75. And in fact, in some places now, I think they've elevated 75, made it double-decker. But that's the main artery, I guess you could say, north and south in Dallas, Texas. And then to get around Dallas, you go on LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson Highway, which is like 8 lanes on each side. That's a lot of fun. 8 lane. But you know what the great thing, when I was in Texas, when I lived in Dallas, people would be driving bumper to bumper, 60 miles an hour. And you never had to worry because they didn't do crazy crap. You know, you knew they weren't going to, zig and zag. They just, they maintained their 60 miles an hour, and they'd be right on your bumper, but you didn't have to worry about, anyone getting in an accident.
Yeah.
Older drivers haven't been trained like the newer drivers. I don't know if it has to, I'm old. I mean, last time I checked I was.
I can't believe he admitted that.
And
Now we just got to get him out to the senior center.
Yeah.
I had no problem with roundabouts. Of course, I lived up near the Polaris Mall, but they were everywhere. They weren't in just the more affluent areas of Columbus. They were all over Columbus as far as roundabouts.
Dr. Schuessler says the idea came from Chevy Chase's European Vacation.
Probably so. And he's still not.
That tells you a whole lot right there.
Michelle says tolls are horrible.
So
God, I hate going through it.
Well, and I don't like the way it is now where you just go through it, then they send you a bill later. Have you seen those?
Yes,
yeah,
in fact,
fake bills.
that was mostly the case. When we do a lot of Campus Nation stuff, if we're out of town, frequently we had to go on some toll roads. But I don't have any problem. I mean, now from what?
Now that's just highway robbery.
From what Joe Davis was saying. Now the tolls up here, I must say, Ohio's fairly reasonable on their per mile tolls, but like in South Carolina where Joe was driving, he would spend $20.
Oh yeah, New York State Thruway.
It's absolutely crazy what they would charge on the tolls.
It's bad.
I think it cost me.
Pennsylvania Turnpike.
I think it cost me $12.75.
So what was your toll for driving on
Jericho's.
the tollways in West Virginia, Sarah? She says she only knows about the tolls. We're not saying trolls, tolls. You know about the trolls in
$12.75.
And then you have some where you're supposed to throw your money in them.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah. Well, most of the time now they've got license plate scanners, and so they'll scan your license plate.
Yeah, in Florida you can buy a pass.
Yeah. Well, you can for down there in.
I think they've got easy passes all the different places.
Yeah.
But Pennsylvania was the first time that I encountered a thing where they scanned the license and then
sent you a bill.
Sent me a bill.
Yeah, such bullcrap.
And but the real funny part about it. Now I haven't seen anything lately, but people were getting bills for toll roads they never drove on.
Right.
The big scam was you get a bill for $12.95. For going down a toll road that you hadn't even been in the state, let alone gone on any toll road itself. And we don't have that many toll roads. Interstate 80 in Ohio is toll.
Ohio Turnpike, yeah.
But like I know in Oklahoma, there's a toll road that runs from Dallas virtually up to Tulsa that gets pretty
Then they
pricey.
jab you because the state controls like where you get your gas and all the pull-offs.
Well, yeah.
So then you're paying 30 cents extra a gallon for gas.
Well, that's true. You're right, and that is a good point, Charlie, because you're confined to the toll road, and you've got to, they got the plazas and all that. But
You don't want to eat at a plaza.
No.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, we have before. We went to Galveston Island and got a bill in the mail $34. Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about driving through Texas, Vicky, it just depends. It took me 10 and a half hours to drive from Dallas to El Paso.
Nice.
So, you know, and that's not even the longest route in Texas. But and imagine going north to south in California, you know, that, or even worse, in Alaska. But I don't know if they have toll roads in Alaska. They probably do. I would imagine they do.
I don't think when we went up there, I don't remember seeing a toll road, did it? But that doesn't mean.
So Michelle, you said it's now $13.50 for all 3 toll roads in Dallas. You go to Dallas frequently?
No, she's talking about down through Virginia.
West Virginia.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah.
Well, Dallas does have a toll
Yeah,
road.
you still pay for the Easy Pass, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she's making that sound like that's a deal. You're still paying.
But Dallas also has one of the best rail systems as far as alternative ways to get around Dallas, Texas. You don't find those in most big cities. You know, look at California; they're still working on theirs, and they've only gone like 2 miles.
Yeah, if you drive a lot on the toll roads, Easy Pass is the way to go. Because,
Sure.
I don't know.
But the problem, you know,
like
with me,
$30.
I don't know when I'm traveling or where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, if
know
you
where
live
I'm
in the
going.
area, yeah, you definitely got to get it. But
Right.
I could see me spending $30 on something and only using $10 of it. and I'm
Yeah,
out.
that would make no sense. That would make no sense.
That's the only problem with that little scenario. It's about time to take a break. We made it through the first hour without any guests. We're doing good.
Yeah.
I like it. Guys, thanks for hanging in there. If there's anything you want to talk
a
about,
yearly rate, yeah.
or you want the opinions of 3 old men, let us know.
Well, I mean, we are the go-to guys, you know.
Right.
Let us know.
Isn't that what they call us, the go-to
We'll
guys?
be glad to give you our opinions.
Well, they call us a lot of other things, but the go-to
Go-to guys, or was that goat guy?
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Was it?
Well,
it was on the other.
does
Go-to
that-
guys or the goat guys?
Goat guys.
Yeah.
Greatest of all time, baby. There
Oh,
we go.
I thought you were
I
going to
don't
talk
think
about.
that's what they meant.
I thought they were going to talk about goat lube now. Isn't it
Oh, the
lube?
goat lube.
Oh, there we go.
No.
All right, let's take a break.
Time to take a break.
At this
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
And
When we get back, we're going to do some birthdays. We're going to do the game. We're going to have man against man today.
That was
okay, we'll
bad
drive
joke.
when I come back.
Yeah.
Bad joke.
Yep.
You might want to think twice before putting forth any effort in improving your station in life. Why being all it's cracked up to be turns out not to be all it's cracked up to be.
Just ask the Liberty Bell.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett.
Made up news you didn't know you needed to know, including all the latest real news about what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in Wilmington, Ohio.
With the Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our own YouTube channel with a new news report every Monday morning.
On a somewhat related note, Amanda, in my youth, I was once referred to as all that and a bag of chips.
I imagine nowadays you're referred to as all that and an extra large bag of chips. Fried in lard.
Absolutely. The Murphy Report. Remember, if it's news to you,
It's news to us.
Are animals using your house as their new home? Spring is around the corner, and so is birthing season for wildlife. Give us a call today if you are hearing noises in your attic or under your house. Here at Diamondback Wildlife Extraction, we can take care of your wildlife removal needs and repairs. Nuisance wildlife can be very destructive to your house, such as chewing on or through electrical wiring and much more. Call us today to book an appointment for inspection at 937-302-6372. We strike back.
Let's get personal. Let's get personal. From 5 to 8 on Sunday Fun Day. Wilmington Community Broadcasting Network will be bringing you this new, it's not a game show, it's not a dating show, but it'll be a game.
Find what it is.
It'll be a game of experience show. Who knows what's going to happen there? And there's multiple people going to be on it, we're finding out. So we're going to have mystery guests. You'll have to tune in to find out who, and you know who's a couple of them are, but there's going to be more. And wait, there's more.
The best is yet to come.
This is kind of a mystery.
That's a good song right there.
But this is kind of a mystery here.
What's that?
We're still trying to figure out what the hell we're doing.
The best is yet to come. Oh, but
Charlie Hargrave is watching. Michelle
That's right.
Tebow is watching.
I am watching. I'm
Something
watching
happened.
right here. Let's talk about some local birthdays today. Tyler Morris. Love you, Tyler Morris. Hopefully you enjoy your day.
Yeah, have a good time.
Yeah, 36. Joe
Sleep
and
on your back.
Joe. I'm not gonna say it.
He's in the Navy. He's in the Navy.
Yeah. In the Navy, we have sailed the 7 seas. Joanne Lindsay is her birthday today. Or if she's in relation to Jake. Michelle Scott,
Don't even get it.
42. Joshua Branham is 35. Lisa Homan, her birthday today. Glenn Crawford, 56. Sammy Scottsville, 34. David Hughes Riley, her birthday. And Belinda Wolf. So we do have some celebrity birthdays today. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of
It's
them.
not till June, Charlie.
Okay, well, you'll be a celebrity birthday. We can do that. All right, the first one is
Amber Allen's watching.
Dennis Quaid.
I've heard of him.
Dennis Quaid.
How old is Dennis Quaid?
72.
Ooh, just a little high.
Ooh, Charlie.
71.
71.
71,
I
yeah.
didn't think he was home.
Polina Porzakova.
She's that hot Russian.
Yeah, but she's old, too.
Well, she could be an old hot Russian.
She is an old hot Russian. There
A
you
hot
go.
old Russian?
Plus, that's just a great
how do we
name.
That
phrase
means
it?
she's 69.
Polina Porzakova.
That's it. Yeah.
69 is high.
Oh. All right. 58.
58 is just low, between 58 and 69.
62.
Sarah says 70.
Well, Sarah's guessing for Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid was 71. What'd you say, Jerry?
62.
Between 58 and 62.
59.
Between
Can't be between 58 and 59.
between 59 and 62.
Let's see. 61.
Between 59 and 61.
60.
Jerry?
60. You guys are killing me.
Oh,
Just a little right.
Keisha Knight Pullman.
Who's she?
She's a young African American actress. She's been in a lot of
was she
different
in?
stuff. I think she's been in a lot of Disney stuff.
Sarah
I think,
doesn't know who she
I
is.
think she knows. She's talking about Paulina Porzakova.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Keisha,
she's a hot blonde Russian.
Keisha Knight Pullman is older than 38,
okay.
All right.
but not tremendously, but is older.
41.
Is older than 41,
43.
older than 43.
Well, Charlie, that's not even just a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, they were talking a decade. That's quite a
He's
bit.
It's not a decade.
He's messing with us today.
It's not a decade.
46.
46. There you go. There
Vicky
you go.
brought that to our attention.
Oh, Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you for helping them out, Vicky. All right, Kristen Stewart, the beautiful Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, she's okay.
What's that series she's in? The vampire and the werewolf thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Twilight.
Twilight, thank you.
She's been in other things too.
Yeah, but that's one of her famous
An
ones.
acclaimed actress. Can we
So
say
how
that?
old is Kristen
Doubt it.
Stewart? Quit holding off till Vicky answers.
Oh, you think we're stalling? John?
Yeah, I know you're
Well,
stalling.
okay, so I would say she's probably 33.
33 is low.
No, she's older than that.
38.
38
Sarah
is
says
high.
Twilight. 35.
35. Yeah, you waited long enough. There
Thanks,
you go.
Vicky.
All right.
Yeah.
Little Nas X.
And we don't have long to wait. We're old.
Lil Nas X.
Is
rapper.
this a rapper?
Yeah.
That's my excuse. You could be my
He's a
name.
rapper. Lil Nas.
No idea. No idea.
All right,
We
Charlie.
need to hurry up and guess, or
get
this
it.
is going to get worse.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And
And I have no
30.
control of his
30.
microphone from
Yeah,
here.
can't control.
30 is high.
26.
Is correct. 26. Good job guessing. Rick's favorite TV host,
Oh, here we go.
Joe Scarborough. Morning Joe.
The Republican in name only?
He's not a Republican, is he?
Yes.
He's not a Republican.
Well, we know he's not, but he claims to be a Republican.
He's full of crap.
Well,
60?
He's always been full of crap.
60 is just a hair low.
Kevin, what are the coordinates for?
Probably where we're at.
Are you getting us ready to be droned, Kevin?
Yeah, are we getting ready to get bombed here, Kevin? What are you doing? Joe Scarborough.
I lost my inside man in the government that had everything to do with
Joe
drones. He retired.
Scarborough is he's a CNN host. Is that right?
Who's asking? What are you pointing at?
He's pointing at the right answer, so you can tell me.
Oh, you mean 62?
62. Joe, stop it, Vicky.
Vicky,
Give
you're
him a
doing a
minute.
great job. Keep it up.
The sooner you answer, the sooner we can stop the bleeding.
Vicky's trying to put us out of our misery.
One of the best drummers in the world no one's ever heard of. He
Ringo?
played
No, you've heard of him.
yeah. He's played with Paul Simon. He's played with Steely Dan. He's played with a lot of people.
Jerry's granddaughter.
Steve Gadd. Steve Gadd.
Not your granddaughter, Jerry?
What?
The drummer.
The
that we've
little
never
one
heard
wants
of.
to be a drummer.
Right, exactly.
Steve
She
Gadd.
can keep a beat too.
How old
She plays
Steve
better than Charlie.
Gadd? Steve Gadd. They just keep stalling.
Who is Steve Gadd?
I just told you, he played drums for Paul Simon, for Steely Dan, plays for a lot of people. You've heard Steve Gadd play.
Oh, I'm sure I have.
63 is low.
Oh, okay.
On a radio station,
That
Charlie.
means
I'm
he's
sure
old.
we played his music.
Yep. You have. You've played his music.
All right. So how about 80?
Vicky. Vicky.
You know, there's a subtle art to us stalling the way we do, Jerry.
But I've caught you.
We have mastered
You
this
have been
subtle
caught.
art. This subtle art.
Ain't nothing subtle about it. All right, here we go. In memory.
We got Kevin broke in. Now Vicky's
Yeah, but I'm still worried about those coordinates that Kevin gave us.
You probably don't know who Steve Gadd is, but you've heard his music.
What are the coordinates, Kevin?
All right.
Is that your palatial estate, or is that our coordinates, or?
Two people that have passed away that were born on this date. Carl Perkins, Blue Suede Shoes, and the one, the only, Jerry's idol, Hugh Hefner.
Oh.
My idol.
Yeah, that's Rick's idol.
It makes sense, because it is getting near Easter. The bunnies. There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
that would make sense.
Yeah, the guy that plays, Rick Allen, I think's his name, for Def Leppard. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Chain
But were
Connection.
they really deaf?
Do you want to play Chain Connection?
Huh?
Okay, Rachel said she'll play Chain Connection.
All right, you get column B, Jerry gets column A, and I'll sit here and laugh at both of you.
No, I'm gonna let her at least pick the column.
All right, let her pick the
You
column.
want A or B? She wants A.
Sarah is showing her youth. She
So-
doesn't know who any of those people are.
Jerry, I
What?
guess you'll go first.
Okay.
Unless you want to let my wife go first.
I don't care. She wants to go. Sure.
You want to go first?
Like lemmings
Hey,
over the cliff.
well, this first one you should get pretty quick here.
All right,
All right.
come on, Rachel.
By P.
Well,
B-I-P.
so it can't be bisexual.
She should get this.
By key?
By P.
By P.
P
Oh, by
as in pulse. By P.
Pedial? Who's
Jerry's
this?
got it
Is
over
this
here.
Jerry or is this Rachel?
You should have it. You have
Rachel.
it. By P.
Polar.
The evil emperor helps you
Well,
out.
that's what I'm here for.
Bipolar.
I got to keep this thing going. The paint's drying
You can
faster
only
than
hold
we
him
can.
down.
Polar B.
Polar bear.
Polar bear. Here we
There you
go.
go. Well, look at the people that got bipolar. Jake, Michelle,
even
and
got it.
Sarah. What's that say about the three of you?
Oh my.
Oh, even Jeff. Jeff, he got it too. That was a test that we were doing. Now we've been identified.
Bear C.
We're sending people to pick you 4 up now.
Bear cub.
Bear cub is right.
Is that right?
Yep.
I thought it had been bear claw.
Bear claw.
Bear cub.
Love bear claws.
Cub S. She might run a table on you.
Yeah.
Bipolar is one word.
Yeah. It is.
Polar bear.
Yeah, we got that one. So you had bear cub. Now it's
So are bears
cub
bipolar
S.
too? Also?
Cub S. I'm sure there are.
Cub S.
Cub S.
Cub S.
Good morning, Connor Walls. Hope you're selling some hamburgers today.
We never know when he's open.
Well, he's going to tell us, I'm sure.
He needs to come on.
Well, he does, but he's shy.
Bull crap.
He takes after his dad.
Jake Lindsay says Cub sandwich.
Cub sandwich?
Do you want that?
Club sandwich.
That's club
Jake,
sandwich.
Not
yeah.
Cub
Not Cub
Not Cub
sandwich.
sandwich. That's from
Just
the
made my wife
that's
miss,
from a
Jake.
different part of the bear.
All right, Jerry, you
I think
ready?
a cub sandwich would be illegal.
Are you ready, Jerry?
Scout.
That's
Cub
abuse.
Scout.
Huh?
It's Jerry's turn.
What'd I do?
Go ahead, Jerry.
Early M.
Early morning.
Early morning is right.
That's what we're doing.
Morning C.
Morning coffee. I don't know.
Morning coffee is right.
Oh, Jerry.
Coffee B.
Coffee beans.
Coffee bean is right. You're tied with Rachel now. Bean S.
Connor says he's open right now until 1,
Bean S.
doing breakfast and lunch, and open every week Wednesday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays, 12 to 7.
All right.
All right, you all go out there and support local Wilmington
He's
business.
located behind Love of Ink.
That for the love of ink. That's right.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bean soup.
Bean soup, great guess.
That's wrong.
Beanstalk. Beanstalk.
All right. Cub SC. Cub Scout is right.
There you go.
Scout L. Scout leader.
Yep.
For the win.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Bean soup was wrong, just so you guys know.
It's all right, Sarah.
all
You're
right.
okay. You're okay by me.
Leader B.
Leader B.
Leader B.
Board. Oh.
For the win. For the win, Rachel.
For the win.
For the win. We're trying to stall it out here. If I get you a good word, I'll give it to you. Leader B.
Can I give her a hint?
Yeah.
Since it's my wife.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hey, look at there, Jake.
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
got it.
Jake's even got an answer on it.
Leaderboard.
Is that what you want to go with? I don't have to give her a hint. She got it. She won. Dee.
Sorry,
right.
All right.
sorry, Jerry Bear.
That's all right.
So here we go. Back to Jerry's. We're going to finish him
He
out.
only has one, doesn't he?
No, he's got 3 left.
3.
Bean SP.
Bean sprout.
Bean Sprout. That's right. Sprout U.
Sprout you.
Sprout.
Probably doesn't happen much for you anymore
Sprout
in your old
up.
age. Sprout up. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Charlie. You were telling us that was you.
Oh, I'm just including.
Was that right?
I'm including him in my group.
Charlie was saying
Sprout
that
up.
he needs,
Yeah.
he needs
That's
one
right.
of those.
Yeah,
he needs one of
that's
those wooden stakes to keep it up.
Up S.
Upstairs.
Upstart.
Up start is right. Upstart is right. So here we go. Hey, that took us right over to the break.
There you go.
Hey, I don't care.
You don't want a break?
I'm tired.
You don't want a break?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sprout up.
I
Sarah
guess
got
I'll
it.
go pay some
Good
bills.
job, Rachel.
All right.
All right.
So, oh, by the way, while he's going over there,
know what?
I'll
Bryce
give you.
Taylor's watching.
Rachel and I went through those pretty fast today.
You did. Word of the day is scourge, and that's the cause. The cause of great affliction. Rick's negativity.
Nursery rhyme historians uncover the truth about Jack and Jill.
There was no hill to climb, and new clues cast doubt on there ever being a pail. What could be next? The tortoise and the hare living together?
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. The nursery rhymes may be made up, but the only thing made up here is the news.
That's right, Steve. On the Murphy Report. With a new report every week beginning Monday morning on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel.
Hard-hitting, cutting edge, and a third less fulfilling.
With veteran news anchors Vanessa Del Rey and Breck Stone.
A combined 415 years in the news business.
It's made-up news you can count on to get you through your day.
And put you to sleep at night, just like me with my warm milk and cookies. And a plethora of heart-related medications.
Plus all the real news on what's coming to the Murphy Theater.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
That's on the Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the game is actually over before you storm the court. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Indulge in a variety of mouth-watering dishes, from juicy burgers and fresh salads to stacked sandwiches, delicious pizzas, warm soups, crispy fries, and finger-licking wings. Every bite is crafted with care using hand-grinded and breaded ingredients made right here in-house. Whether you're dining solo or with family or hanging out with friends, we have something to satisfy every craving. That's the Rusty Keg in Washington Courthouse, the best fries in town.
Forget the clown princes of basketball, the Harlem Globetrotters. There's a new all-star, family-friendly comedy polo team taking the sporting entertainment world by storm. The Equine Trots.
bringing their highfalutin, high-kicking, mallet-swinging, horsey hijinks to an equestrian center near you.
I'm Amanda Martin.
And I'm Steve Burnett. Made-up stories just like these.
As well as real news about what's coming to the Murphy.
Ohio's hometown theater in downtown Wilmington.
On the Murphy Report. News the way it's meant to be delivered.
In less than 30 minutes, or it's free.
The Murphy Report. Find us on the Murphy Theater website and our YouTube channel with a brand new report every Monday morning.
Amanda, my buddy Sam was recently tossed from his own horsey all the way across the arena, landed in a soft bale of hay right next to another horse that was already asleep.
Oh my, that sounds dangerous. What's his condition?
Stable.
The Murphy Report.
Remember, if it's news to you,
it's news to us.
Big service. All right, we're back.
Jake, you're right. He did mute him.
Yeah, he muted me, but that's all right because I get to say it now because he's not that fast. It's Rick.
The power of the finger.
Rick is the scourge of the games. The scourge behind the games.
Tay, are you on still? If you are, clarify. Will you or will you not be here for Sunday's meeting? I'm trying to get a list of the people that will be in for our fun and frivolity.
I want to know when this meeting is. I just want to come and sit in the background.
Yeah.
Breaking news. China responds to Trump's tariffs with 84% retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods.
That's right. Trump's just going to shut it down completely. No imports from China. That'll be his next.
Well, here's the thing. I'd like to tell both of them, grow up. Grow up.
This is war, Charlie. This is
Yeah,
war.
but grow up.
It's better than they're dropping nukes on each other.
Yeah, but they need to grow up, both of them. That's my personal opinion. I just think they're being silly.
I heard a guy this morning that he's been a Trump. He's supported everything Trump does, still does, except for this morning he said, and where do you think that money's coming from? It's coming right out of the pocket of the American people. Period.
No, because it reaches a point where it's so expensive to buy Chinese goods
You just don't buy
that
them
you
anymore.
won't buy them. You'll put off buying
Walmart will
them.
be upset with it.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, I can get used to a few months of not being able to buy, whatever it is
Hello.
you buy on Amazon.
Don't
What is
let
that?
Rick see that.
What's that pink car?
Oh,
Nice, beautiful.
What car?
Yeah, Model A. Model A.
Uh-huh. all
What
right.
car?
Yeah. So I still haven't heard from Tay. Tay, if you're out there,
She's not out there.
no, I don't see her on any longer.
Breaking. I love this. Everything's breaking news. Senator Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley sent a letter to FBI Director Kash Patel and U.S. AG Attorney General Pam Bondi
Say, lock
with
him up.
evidence revealing that the Biden White House directly helped start Special Counsel Jack Smith's January 6th investigation into President Trump.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, like I said the other day, heads need to roll.
Well, until you have the first arrests, they're going to continue to. The American people are going to get to a point where they're going to say these Republicans are all talk and no action.
Yep.
You know, we know that the Democrats, when they had the power, they took advantage of it. They went after everybody that was they considered an enemy, and so I don't know. We need a little bit of that retaliatory, comeback.
Just
And
in, the biggest trade shift in decades, Trump got 50 countries to offer 0% tariffs.
Yeah.
Now that's playing ball. That's what we need to
That's
do.
what you need. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, even with the stock market during the Biden administration was 10,000 points lower than it is currently, even with this little dip that we've had in the stock market. And besides, 40% of the people out there they're not involved in stock even through their 401ks or any of the other retirement plans they have. So it's only 60% of the people out there that even have any connection at all to the stock market.
Trump. I'm sorry.
This is breaking news.
Well, it's along the same line. Trump got the EU and 50 countries to offer the U.S. 0% tariffs on all exports, all within 5 days. This is huge. We've seen this before. 1934's Reciprocal Tariff Act, where the U.S. economy, listen to this, grew 20%, millions of jobs were created, the middle class saw a 30% plus rise in real income.
Progressives know that, and that's why they don't want him to do it. Because they don't want the economy getting better. Because, obviously, if you're in misery, you want to get rid of whoever's in office. And in fact, they said now the majority of Dems that are polled actually agree to assassinating Trump. They agree to. They think it's a good idea.
So what does this mean for you when 50 plus countries, what's that? The golf chicks are cute in there.
And I keep going.
You shouldn't shop to get a date, laugh out loud. Oh, that's Jake.
Where does it say
You
something
should
about
shop to
golf
get groceries.
chicks?
Jake.
Oh.
All right, so what does this mean for you? When 50 plus countries drop tariffs, U.S. products get cheaper to make, imported products get cheaper to buy. That means lower costs and bigger profit margins for businesses. Let's break it down. Before, buy at $12 includes tariffs, sell for $20 equals $8 profit. After, buy at $9, no tariffs, sell for $20, $11 profit. That's 37.5% more profit per unit just from cheaper access. Makes sense.
Right.
Makes sense. You ready to move on?
Yeah.
But it's not like they teach economics or even any kind of math in school anymore. So it's no wonder that most of these young people that are in college or going to school have no clue as to how things work in the real world. Just doesn't. And for that matter, there aren't a lot of people that have been involved in business other than maybe their OnlyFans page.
Kevin said there's nothing cute about Walmart. But Sarah's right. She made a comment on there about how.
Not going to Walmart to date?
Well, it didn't. Well, no, it didn't. Yeah. It didn't start out.
It's the single Safeway, Sarah. That's what we had in Dallas. There was a Safeway is owned by Kroger, so it's like a Kroger. But Safeway was there was a grocery store on Lover's Lane, a Safeway, where it was on Lover's Lane, yes, in Dallas, Texas.
Safeway,
where you
Lover's
would
Lane.
go and you would meet hot people amongst the fruits and vegetables and other stuff that they had there. And then across the street was a place called the Tub Club. And so you would meet at the Safeway Singles and you would book a hot tub across the street at the Tub Club. And that was how that worked in Dallas,
Talked
Texas.
about us and paint drying.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's you're reminiscing.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And Lover's Lane
We
also.
got a
have
tub
to go to
club
the senior
here.
citizens and pick up.
Well, yeah, we do have a
We have a tub club right here.
It's not quite the same, but
Popcorn.
but Lover's Lane also was the original Chili's restaurant.
Oh. Now, Sarah made a comment earlier about Walmart putting. Actually, Walmart put Kmart out of business, and Kmart was the one that started working on putting mom and pop stores out of
Well,
business.
Target is going to put Walmart out of business.
Target. Okay, never heard that one, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's up in Kevin's neck of the woods. He's probably a Target fan because you can stop and get a coffee from Target, which is I've got a card for that too.
For what? Target?
I think I still do. No, not for Target, for Starbucks. Yeah, Starbucks.
I got one of those too. It's like $5. Does that even buy anything?
Yeah, I'll buy you one.
I don't even know if it's $5. I don't know what it is. But
That might be a $350 card.
Speaking, I've also got I don't ever use these cards, a Chipotle card. We actually have one here. I think that one's $25 though.
I'm not getting any news on this feed. Let's try another feed here.
Just don't find any more games, Charlie.
You say you want to play games?
We're all gamed out.
I can find some games.
Well, I can't handle them. Kevin Martin says, "Oh hell no." Kevin, you don't shop at Target?
Kevin's not a Target shopper?
It's Target. And J.C. Penney.
J.C. Penney.
Not to be
bit the
confused.
dust.
Not to be confused. Well, and Target is a very progressive operation. They follow all the best DEI requirements. I don't see any new stuff there.
Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips is making a comeback.
Sarah says she says Target the same way I say Target.
Oh
We should get together over some Starbucks and at a Target, Sarah. The pineapple lemonade at Starbucks is amazing. Hey, we brought up something at one of our Sunday meetings. Does anybody know what an upside pineapple stands for when you see it?
No, I don't. I'm afraid to guess.
Oh, I'm not going to say. You'll have to look it up yourself, I guess.
Upside pineapple.
Right.
Upside down.
Something sexual.
If Rick's saying it, you know it's out of the gutter.
I also heard that those metal stars that you see on the sides of houses.
You know what the black ones mean?
The black ones?
The black metal stars on the side of houses?
He's going to give us
Somebody didn't have any other color paint. I don't know.
Well, that's what it meant in our case.
Yeah.
But it's also supposedly swingers live there.
That's the same thing as an upside down pineapple, Charlie.
Oh, that's the same thing as that.
But it's interesting that you would know that, Charlie.
Well, no, guess who told me that?
Your wife.
No, my daughter. My daughter.
Your daughter?
Yeah. We just painted the thing black just to get it all looking the same
No
color.
wonder your daughter moved away.
Not knowing that that's what
But
it
how did
meant.
that conversation come up with your daughter, Charlie?
She just said it. You know what that black star means, don't you? I said it just means a star for us. It's all it means. It's just it's decoration.
Well, Sarah, we apparently don't know everything on Let's Get Personal, I guess.
So, yeah, I don't know about you guys.
I don't know what this means. Kevin Martin says there's something sweet in the bottom. What does that mean, Kevin?
It's got something to do with that pineapple you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because Kevin comes with these random statements, just like, what was that longitude and latitude for, Kevin?
What was that?
Yeah. Don't put an upside down pineapple on your door, says Sarah. Well, it depends, Sarah, you may want to put an upside-down pineapple on your door.
Why would you want to put an upside down pineapple?
Well, I don't know. You know, it's sort of like, I don't know, having a little red light outside or whatever. Open marriage, yeah, open marriage. My perfect girl, a goth girl riding a dragon, breathing fire with a bag of Wendy's. And there's another interesting person, Jake Lindsay.
I think he definitely should be on Let's Get
What the
Personal.
heck does that mean? A goth girl riding a dragon, breathing fire with a bag of... Why the bag of Wendy's? Why the bag of Wendy's?
He is.
And Tristan Pennington is watching, and she says,
Definitely
what the
material.
hell have I gotten myself into? What have I tuned into?
Jake, stick to magic. I don't know how many times we've told you that, but stick to magic.
And here's... Sarah is ragging on my age for some reason this morning. Sarah, you want to tell everybody how old you are?
How old is Sarah?
Huh?
I'm
going
not
there.
saying. I'm not.
I'm not going there.
No, you got them all scared,
Oh,
Sarah.
that's Kevin's current location. Was that fort that I saw the other day you had a picture of, Kevin?
That's a pretty cool fort. I like a lot of those forts were built in that style back in the day. Has anybody bought a new Mega Millions ticket yet?
Nope.
Why?
Well, they're $5 now. Instead of 2, they're
Well,
5.
that would be the reason not to buy them, wouldn't
Because you can make more money.
it?
Supposedly.
Not much. It's not. The odds are not that much greater. I always found that the best place to buy any kind of raffle ticket or any kind of lottery ticket was
Wrapping paper.
was
Where did I get
Kentucky.
Wrapping paper. Okay.
Sarah says she's younger than
She's
you.
younger than me.
Yeah, she's probably younger than me.
I
too.
don't know what exactly you're driving at, Sarah. I think she's flirting with me.
Oh boy. Bob Reinheimer's having a yard sale today. Check him out. It looks like he's got a bunch of dolls. He's got tons of toys. Bob Reinheimer, if you're watching by chance, you need to come set up out at the ball card show this Saturday out at the fairgrounds, and they're also having some toy vendors
Charlie's
set up.
scraping the bottom of the barrel today in order to get some content for the show.
Well, I'm just scrolling through Facebook, and that came on there.
Jake says dragons are the rage right now, with Dragon Storm coming out of last week. What's Dragon Storm?
I don't know, but do you need dragon boots?
No, you need Dragon Lube.
All I know is I got a dragon butt.
Oh gosh,
Mark,
is this Hump Day? Is this Wednesday?
Oh, it's up day. You
Yeah,
got
it's
it.
Hump Day. Okay,
Hey,
Dragon Hump.
We may make it over the top. I don't know.
Let's see, Mark.
Charlie's dragon butt. So I don't know whether we're going to make
Well,
it
here
over
we
the
go.
top
Wait
or
a minute.
not.
I got some upcoming events here.
Oh, here we go.
This is Trevor Shoemaker Day, isn't it? But he never comes. So, anyhow,
Trevor just got back
April
from Florida today.
26th, Tin Cap, the Blue Goose. The Blue Goose. I get my stitches out today, so. The Blue Goose Spring Market.
Sarah, it's not
April
nice to
26th.
lie.
May 10th, Farmers Market begins. May 26th, American Legion Memorial Day Parade. Convention and Visitors Bureau, June 6th. 13th, Summer Concert
She shot
Series.
you and Jake both right
So D&D,
May 14th, or June 14th.
Dungeons and Dragons. Is that what
Wilmington
that stands for?
Wine Walk. Another concert June 27th. So all that stuff's coming up,
Well,
folks.
what's the concert? June the 27th.
I don't know. She didn't put who it was, but I do know where one of them is, because I kind of like to go to it I may have to DJ that night. It's the only thing. Let me look real
Well,
quick.
your season's going to start getting hot and heavy,
It's
Charlie.
getting ready to get rolling, baby. It is. It's in June. Let me look. Kiss Tribute, June 13th. And that should be fun.
That would be interesting.
Yep, the Kiss
Is this
Tribute.
your baby?
That's my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not stinking today, so we're good with that.
Okay.
She's going to the changing room.
Yeah,
Change
she
the diaper.
is. Probably.
I don't
Wright,
think we have diaper changing
Wright
stations.
State beat UC 10-3 in baseball.
Well, it's Wright State. What do you?
Yeah, UC's pretty good this year too.
Yeah, but Wright State is better than just about any area team in baseball year after year after year.
Kevin Martin, it is going to be okay. I just told you that. By the way, if you ever need to talk about anything, feel free to call or send a message. I mean, you put some interesting posts up occasionally. It's like, well, if
Most
I knew,
of them are very vague.
If
though,
I knew
Kevin.
what the
You gotta
hell
be
he
more
was talking
specific.
about, I could help. I don't know what the hell he's
It's
talking
the vagary.
about.
It's the vagary that you're.
So,
It's like. Plus, I don't know. Would you want people to know your longitude and latitude?
no. I was going to cook alligator for dinner, but realized I only had a crock pot.
I saw that.
Sorry. Oh, it's pretty funny. Oh, it's pretty funny. So tomorrow on the show, it's going to be like this, unless we can get a guest. Let's
So
see.
we do not have a guest for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, we've got Travis.
Bill Lerman coming in.
No, he's
Bill's coming in
Fridays. I
Friday.
told you
Oh, that's
that.
right. He's Friday. He moved.
Bill
Friday.
had a
He moved to Friday.
emergency at work that
Yeah.
had to change his schedule
Yeah.
this week. But
So
he
you got
told me-
Travis
he
is
told-
coming in.
Travis should
told
be
me on
in,
Monday.
Coming in.
and Uncle Punky.
Yeah.
So,
So
I thought.
More paint
when's
drying.
Maddie coming back?
oh,
Maddie will be
Maddie's
back
supposed to come
tomorrow.
tomorrow
Yeah.
too.
Maddie,
Yeah.
Maddie
That's
will
right.
be back tomorrow.
So there you go. Yeah, we'll have a full house.
I won't be here.
I think I'll get more games ready so we have more filler content tomorrow.
I'm gonna.
I just did that. I just did that so I could get the head going there.
But we do have. We are working on this new game show that we're going to do,
There we go.
and
Let's get
you'll
personal.
be able to watch it
personal.
on the TV
When
while you
playing a
participate.
game.
Who's that out there?
Days is much better than an hour. Laugh out loud. That's why people love Monopoly so much. You been drinking?
Who, me?
No, Sarah. I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about.
Well, Monopoly. I can remember. We used to go over to a friend's house. It was my godmother's house.
You played strip
And
Monopoly.
we would play Monopoly. This was always on New Year's Eve. And that game would usually last
a whole year till the next year. Yeah.
That's right.
I saw that one.
That was a long ass Monopoly game.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask that question though to our people that are watching. What is your favorite board game?
Oh.
A board game?
Yeah, what is your like when you used to play games at home or if you play games? What is your favorite
Clue.
board game?
I like Clue.
Clue?
Yeah.
You guys at home, please answer. What
I
is
like
your favorite
Monopoly.
board game?
I like Monopoly.
Monopoly?
Monopoly's okay.
Kids used to like play Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Or Sorry. Remember Sorry?
Yeah.
Jake Lindsay, why are you so focused on how a girl looks or dresses? Oh.
He's a chauvinist pig, Sarah.
Oh.
Jake is a chauvinist pig.
Risk. Vicky Kendall, Risk.
Risk.
Yeah, I remember that. I think my favorite, and of course you guys will go, well, that makes sense.
Candyland.
No. Unless it's strip
Chutes and
Candyland.
Ladders.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
No, not Chutes and Ladders.
Shoots and ladders, yeah.
Scrabble.
It's all right.
I love Scrabble.
Oh, yeah.
People cheat at Scrabble all the time.
Well, I couldn't cheat because we had the dictionary right out there, and I played with a lady across the street named Helen Probasco, and she was in the
Now, wait
military.
a minute. What does this mean, Michelle Thibault? I just love popping the bubble.
Oh,
That's on
is that
Trouble.
Risk?
Trouble.
Trouble, yeah, Trouble, yeah.
Oh, okay. All
What
right.
was your favorite
Well, obviously,
game?
I must not have played Trouble.
Mousetrap, Rachel says.
Tripoli.
yeah.
Tripoli, says
Tripoli.
Stephanie Morton.
Well, I never played Tripoli.
And Sarah says, Monopoly's the best. I always win, so she must cheat.
She cheats.
Or
yeah.
she prints fake money. Oh, it is fake
cheats.
money anyway. Yeah.
She cheats. So, hey, looky there. Look at what the cat drug in. All
That's
right.
for sure.
Come on up. Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Still wearing
Yeah,
those gay
pull
ass
up a
shoes.
chair. Over here.
Who said they'd run away from me with these shoes?
You've
got-
got,
we
the
got a guest.
skinniest. You've got the skinniest legs of any guy I've ever seen. Look how skinny his legs are. It's like,
I had chicken
do they
legs.
even
My
do they
dad.
even support you?
No, here, pull
I
up a
guess
chair.
unless I'm walking on air.
What's in the bag?
Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair.
You know what? I stopped to get you guys
Is this
donuts.
cheese?
No, you know what today is?
He got his cheese instead of donuts.
That donut place is closed because the employees are sick.
Oh, really?
Goodness.
Oh, I saw that. Smiley face.
Oh, check that out.
Oh.
Check cookies. Dr. Schuessler is the man.
We'll give you a seat at the table here.
No, I don't want to see.
Yeah, we want you to sit at the table.
I'm just a casual walking.
Get your ass over here.
You're
Let's
kind
go.
of
I'm afraid to get too close to Rick.
can't cheat with electronic monopoly.
Rick's gonna get up. There you go.
Seat right there. All right.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Here you go, Charlie.
All right, thanks, sir.
No, you gotta split those with your wife.
I will definitely
looks like
split it with my
All
wife.
right, I'm gonna go where it's safe.
Does kind of. Not really.
Now, for those of you who don't know who this is Dr. Jeffrey Schuessler. I'm going to give him his intro here. He not only runs a fantastic hot dog cart, but
And he has a new hot dog.
he is, I'm going to tell you what, guys, I've had to go to the foot doctor for several years because I have sugar diabetes. And out of the 3 different ones I've been to, right here, the creme de la creme. So if you need a foot doctor here in Wilmington, plus he's
He's
reasonable.
fishing for another discount.
He spends the time with you.
You're making me cry.
And
That was a question too. Things that make you cry.
yeah.
You're gonna make me cry.
He made insoles. He's got his own insoles. I got them in right now. Well, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to ask you a question.
Ask me anything.
Since you got on my ass because I didn't have new shoes, I bought some new shoes like the ones I got.
Yeah.
But it's okay to take these insoles out and put them in the new
Absolutely.
shoes. And then
Yes.
take the new shoes
Yes,
insoles and put them in here.
yes.
My problem is these haven't really wore completely out yet. And if I start wearing the new ones, I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to wear these very much. So what do I do? But I heard also, and I'm serious here, should you switch the shoes you wear periodically, like every other day? Should you wear different shoes?
Well, you should, but you should get new shoes every 6 months.
Every 6 months?
Well, if you're on them a lot, if you're
Well,
walking and
I'm not on
you
mine a
know,
lot.
but they're like tires, on a car. But
I've
of
probably
course-
had these 3 years, I bet.
Yeah.
New Balance.
Well, they're great shoes, but typically 6 months to a year you should get new shoes.
I have to be one of the worst people in the world about wearing shoes. When I feel my foot touching the ground, it's time for a new pair. I have to be one of the worst.
So you get new shoes all the time. I got
No,
like,
I wear
he wears them
I
out.
wear them.
Oh, you wear them out.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wear them clear out.
but you should get them every 6. See, I didn't know that. 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
But now, if you have multiple pairs of shoes, you switch
Well, then
in and out.
different.
That's
You're switching-
different. Yeah.
you're good.
Which I do, but I don't wear them because I got wide feet. So some of my shoes aren't necessarily wide.
That's why the New Balance fits you so well.
Oh,
'cause
they're
you get
great.
the extra wide.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I get the 4E, baby.
Yeah, they're great.
4E.
Oh, wow, that is a wide foot.
Well, everything's wide on me, Rick.
Yes. So Jeff, how do you think
It's all about the girth, baby.
how are our production meetings coming with Let's Get First? Do you think we're getting ready for the big premiere sometime, probably in May?
I think we are.
You think we're ready?
I think we
We're
are.
getting there?
Yeah,
I can't wait to watch it.
We're getting there.
We have a good group of people.
We got a good group of
We're
people.
going to have some more. Sarah's bringing in
Yeah.
a friend of her, 2 friends actually, a female and a male. Yeah, but I think the female will have to come in electronically, at least for because she's down on the river.
Is she AI?
But yeah, AI.
Okay.
Jake wants to know if you are a psychologist also. He needs a psychologist.
Yeah.
He does have a degree.
I have a master's in psychology.
There you go, Jake. There you go.
I don't know if you're going to want to hear my advice, but I'll give it
But
to
you
you.
do make a mean hot dog. Now that hot dog that you made for us this past Sunday, that was a new creation.
I have named that the Spyin' Hawaiian.
Spy in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is that something like an upside down pineapple?
Is that pineapple upside down?
Kind of. Well, it depends on how the hot dog sits. If if it's upside down, it is pineapple
About
up
that
there.
Sunday.
Oh, no.
This is just scratching the surface of what we talk about on Sundays.
Oh Lord.
The upside down Hawaiian.
The Spyin' Hawaiian.
The spine Hawaiian.
Yeah.
So what was on this Hawaiian hot dog?
Could you figure it out, Rick? Did I tell you guys?
Was there any pulled pork on it?
Yeah. That was
there
my
were onions,
it was
pulled
my
pork,
Montgomery Inn grilled onion
right?
and pineapple, and then Montgomery Inn sauce.
And Steve and Amanda, when I talked to them yesterday morning, they asked if if it was us that left the great aroma in the community room upstairs. Because they could smell it when they came
Could
in,
they really?
2 days later. 2 days later.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah. But,
Those little grills really work well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't a George Foreman, though, was it?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
My schedule is pretty full. Oh, Jake was asking Sarah should come out to, what was it, Commander Night?
Commander
Jake,
Night.
this is not your dating show.
The guy.
This is not Get a Date with Jake.
I don't know, Rick. This is pretty good.
I think he needs to be on Let's Get Personal.
There's no way he's coming anywhere close to it.
Which Jake? Who's Jake? Do I
The
know Jake?
magician that
Oh,
comes
Jake.
on here.
Okay.
Now, I know we have 3 editions of the Let's Get Personal. We have the geriatric edition,
We do.
and we have the young people edition,
Yes.
and then we also have the Sasquatch edition. Is that true?
I guess that is true. I don't know much about Sasquatch, so
Right here.
are you know about
That's what they say.
Junior Sasquatch right here. So, are you looking forward to this?
Hey,
You don't even know.
Look at this. Look at this.
You have no idea.
Jeff, look at what Sarah says.
What does Sarah say? Dr. Jeffrey
Loves water.
water. That's a funny joke.
Uh-oh.
This is an inside joke because Dr. Jeff had a bottle of sake on Sunday, which he kept drinking out of, and he kept saying, "Well, it's just water. It's just
Yeah.
water."
I bet it was. Yeah. Uh-huh.
No commento.
Oh God.
That sake's pretty strong stuff, too,
I'll tell
isn't
you
it?
what, we missed our calling. We should have recorded and broadcast the last 2 production meetings we've had, because they would have in itself would have launched the show.
Pretty good.
It was good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you need to do that this week.
Pretty good.
No holds barred. Well, you're going to be in Columbus, aren't you?
Well, it depends. The
Whether it
weather.
rains or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you're supposed to be selling dogs this week?
No, his grandson's
No.
got a soccer match.
on
Oh.
Sunday, I don't know why they have it Sunday, but they have it Sunday, and then Friday we're going to Devil's Wind to open up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's convenient.
How far away will you take your food truck or your food cart?
Florida.
Well, I've got a guy. I can give you his phone number. He's looking for a food truck.
Really?
Yeah. For a car show. But it's in Chillicothe.
Oh, I'll go to Chillicothe.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if that's too far. All right. I'll give you his name and make sure you get his name and number from
behind
me.
your car.
Yeah,
Does it pull that?
it pulls it easy.
It does?
60 mile an hour, I don't even know it.
Oh, okay.
Hot dogs flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Well, this car is,
Tony the Fiat.
yeah.
We always know when it's your car. We see that car.
You know what they say about Fiats? Fix it again, Tony. F-I-A-T.
Yeah. There goes Dr. Dog. There he goes.
Well, Sarah and Jake are having a side conference all during the show. Here.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah.
Well, I think Sarah needs to go and be Jake's sensei. Sensei or something. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So, are you getting booked up with foot appointments, or are you getting booked up with dog appointments, or what?
Well, with both. Yeah, with both.
Good.
Yeah. But mostly not so much in the office. I still, the specialty that I like to do is do the house calls.
Right.
So
I don't let anybody in my house, so that's why I got to come to the
Well, you
office.
can come to the office. That's fine. I mean, that's great. Tracy's, great with that.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't seen her in a while. We need to get her back on here sometime.
We do. 'Cause
Need
she's
to get
got-
you on here by
she-
yourself for a while.
Well, she's got a lot of new things that are,
I know.
real great.
And
Seriously.
she knows the door's always open.
Well,
So.
Sarah says you've lost your mind, Charlie.
No, I just know what I'm thinking. Jake, he needs help, Sarah. Help the boy. Help the boy. Jerry's not saying anything.
Very smart.
I'm trying to stay neutral here.
All right. So now, if somebody wants the hot dog cart, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Call me.
Okay, but why don't we put your phone number on here?
Sure. 513.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
513.
535.
He put on there for a good wiener.
5, yep.
3338.
333.
Yes.
8.
Now, are the hot dogs circumcised?
For
They are not Hebrew National. They are Nathan's famous.
Nathan's, okay, so-
All beef.
All right. Okay.
All beef.
for a
And
good.
I don't know. So you can make that decision, but usually there's a lot of toppings, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. You can't tell any.
You can't tell.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oops, I misspelled wiener.
Oh my God.
I think they'll get the gist, Charlie.
No, because then corrected it to something not even remotely close.
It's hard to tell what he's putting on there.
I don't know.
What you told me to put on there.
Who?
You.
I didn't tell you to put anything on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Sarah.
I don't know what Sarah's saying.
You can't turn him loose.
She
You know
said
that.
she's
don't
no
you?
longer practicing in the field of mental health or addiction.
Yeah, right. That's what they all say.
Hmm.
Sorry, you guys got to talk while I'm typing. I can't do two things at twice.
I've been talking too much, so.
No, never.
You are a lot quieter than you usually are on Sundays. Jeff didn't even want to go make the hot dogs because he didn't want to miss out
On the conversation.
I didn't.
No, he kept saying, talk louder.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I should mention, but like, there's a new guy in town who bought, what's the name of that body shop right on the corner of?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, what-
Daniel's place. They're calling it.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah,
I met
you
him.
know the story behind that, right?
Well, I know that.
So is it going to be a body shop?
Well, no, his son is the one that got run over by the drunken driver. He named it after Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel Smith.
The girl's sitting in prison right now.
Yeah.
But
Wait a minute. Danny and his wife that bought. No, it was the one that bought. What's his name's?
It's down here.
It's down right at the corner. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's Dan
Who
Smith.
used to own it?
I can picture him more than I can tell you his
See,
name.
Roger? No.
He moved his shop over here. That
No,
guy.
he retired. He quit.
I'm glad you guys are all knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
So where's the shop at you're talking
It's
about?
right at the corner of.
What is the point? What is the point of this conversation?
The point is that I just wanted to say that this guy owns a big place in Mount Orb, and then he bought this place, and
But no, we're talking about two different people then. Go ahead.
yeah.
Well, that makes it a lot clearer, Charlie.
It does. By McDee's Pub. No, that's the one I'm talking about.
No.
He's talking about something else.
His name is. I think his name
Well,
is Danny.
McDee's hasn't opened up again, has it?
No.
No.
But the car, the auto
What's
garage
what-
behind
Yeah.
it.
What was the auto body shop?
Not Tumbleson's. No, that's not
No.
it.
Thomas is out on 68.
I don't even know what part
He
of
was a
town
guy
he is.
about our age. You know. He just said, "I've been here."
What
for
side of town are you
years."
on here?
By the fairground?
I'm just right. It's just right down Locust. I think. Glenn's Body
Glenn's
Shop.
Body Shop. Okay,
It
yeah.
was just bought out by a young guy.
Oh,
and,
didn't know that.
And he
Is that
just
John Glenn?
No.
no Glenn's Body
We just
Shop.
we just start to get our stuff together, and he throws something in there. I mean, this is how it works, yeah.
Sorry. I just want to say he's got a lot of experience though in body work, and he was showing me some of the.
So do I.
So well, it's a different story, but he was showing me some of his. I mean, he does some nice work. So he's a new. Maybe we can get him. Maybe you can get him on the show. And
Yeah, tell him.
talk,
You got my phone number.
talk-
Give it to
yeah,
him.
Okay.
This is bad. Kevin Martin just sent me this.
What's that say?
I'm not going to read it.
God.
It's pretty funny, Kevin. I like it. I'm not going to repeat that though on here. That would be bad. That would be bad. No, not what he sent me.
This is a private message.
Yeah. Yeah, no, baby, no.
What time are we on? Till 10:30?
Till 10.
10.
10.
Oh,
Just
10,
got
that's
about
it.
4 minutes left.
What do you put on there?
So, you're
did
going to be
it.
set up Friday night in Xenia.
Xenia.
That's right on the main
Top
drag.
comment.
I can't see it.
Oh,
For a good wiener, call. Also, he's a great foot doctor. There you go.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey, I'm trying to
Thank you.
help.
I appreciate you.
Trying to help out.
That's amazing.
My feet still feel cold and wet. I like it.
Foot long or foot care?
That's true. Yeah, but you don't do footlongs, do you?
You know, we tried it once, and they fell apart. They weren't the Nathan's brand.
Right.
I think I got them from GFC or GFS, whatever it is.
Gordon Food Service.
Yeah, and they just fell apart, and it was a nightmare because they weren't getting the foot long.
Well, they need one of those little blue pills.
You know,
True.
they look at that and they maybe trying to figure out if you're a foot doctor or a gigolo.
I doubt that.
Well, I mean, if you're a good wiener, I mean, yeah.
Jerry has one handle in his hand all the time doing this.
He says I stir things out.
Just remember that. He likes to do that. Oh, you got these at UDF. Now,
I went into UDF thinking that UDF usually gets Buskin Bakery delivered,
Yeah.
but not in Wilmington.
not one.
No.
Well, and one thing you want to be careful about UDF is what? You guys, have you heard this?
Well, we're in a different tariff zone here. So
No, Wilmington UDF, one thing you want to be careful about is using your ATM. There's been skimmers taken off those a bunch of different
Where, at
times.
the station?
At
Or
UDF.
Inside?
I'm not sure. I think inside. I think at the actual
there are
ATM.
skimmers.
I've seen that reported several
On
times.
the ATMs at UDF.
Yeah, you
being
won't be-
investigated by the FBI.
You want to be careful with that.
Really?
People laugh at me because whenever I go to put my card in at the gas pumps, I grab hold of the
I never pay with credit card at the
I
gas
do
pump.
sometimes. Kevin Martin has a comment for you there. I know a girl that does footlongs, but that's a different story.
I ain't seen that come up yet.
That's on mine. All right.
Jeffrey's in a committed relationship, Kevin.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
What's that mean? All right. Well, listen, it's the word of the day. No, we already had the word of the day.
We need
my,
your
my,
final.
my final thought
Yeah.
is this, and I've used this final thought before, but
My
it's a good
final
one.
thoughts, thank God.
So I keep coming back to it. Remember, we're all just one bad decision away from screwing things up. So be conscious about your decisions. Don't judge. And remember, there's a reason the windshield's a lot bigger than the rear view mirror. What's coming in front of us is a lot more important. That's what came behind us here. So keep that in mind and try to live by that. And everybody be good. And thanks for stopping in, Doc.
Yeah, my pleasure.
You
Thanks
need-
for letting me in the door.
Well, we need to get you scheduled to come in
amen
another
to
day.
what you just said.
You know,
Right.
You've got to look forward always. And here's a perfect example of a man that really shouldn't be sitting here. He's survivor of a widowmaker, right?
Oh, I thought you were saying
Right.
so much in his rear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Survivor of a widowmaker. So
Yeah.
that-
Never give up. Never
that
give
wasn't
up.
necessarily his decision, but
It was my ex-wife's decision.
it makes you. It does make you think.